In high school, I ended up going to a teen conference um, in an arena, and it was a Friday night, all day Saturday event, and it changed my life. And I know a lot of people say that, but it gave me a vision and a perspective of what I wanted to do. There were people on the stage who were sharing their story, their message. It was filled with faith and hope. And it filled me with faith and hope and encouragement. And I knew in that moment, that's what I want to do. I want to stand and share my story. I want to travel and let people know, man, there's hope. There is a future for you, and there is a God. And so this new vision began to happen in my heart. I was a senior in high school, but I didn't know how it was going to happen. But I believed and I did anything that I could to begin to work towards that goal. I spoke at any place that would give me an opportunity to speak. I entered a Rotary Club speaking competition. I did whatever I could to try to train myself or to get to a place where I could share my story. And about 2 years later, things weren't really opening up. And so I decided, well, I just am going to head out on the road. And so I talked some friends into jumping in a van with me, and we started calling all sorts of places, will you allow me to come and speak? And they'd be like, well, how much do you charge? And I would say $75, I just, in my gas money. How about that? Will you do that? And places began to have me come, or in little clubs or churches and anywhere I could go. And eventually I booked up my schedule 6 nights a week. I was speaking at a different place, 3 weeks a month. I take 1 week off to book and to work on booking more engagements until 9 months of the year, 3 weeks a month. I was speaking night after night after night. Now I'll never forget, it was my birthday. I was turning 23. And I had been doing this night after night, just kind of, I was tired. I was, not really having an impact. There may be 5 people there, some maybe 500 at a couple, but just 5 to 50 people just sharing my story. And I got this call on my birthday, and I'll never forget it. It was the president of the organization that I had attended as a senior in high school, this arena teen conference, who called me up and said, hey, would you like to speak at one of our events? And of course, my jaw dropped open. This was my hope, my dream, and I never thought it would come this quickly. And so 2 weeks later, I was flown out to the Cow Palace in San Francisco. Now this is where I was born. The Cow Palace, it's where the Warriors played. The Cow Palace, people, the Beatles played at the Cow Palace, the Rolling Stones, U2. And now I was going to be speaking in the very same place. As a child, I would see, circuses and different shows in the Cow Palace. But now I was about to be standing in an arena filled with people sharing my story. And my dream was beginning to materialize. Just 1 week after that, I'd be flown to Dallas Friday night, 8,000 people in an arena. That next day, Saturday, I took a red eye to Kansas City, another 5,000, sharing my story before these audiences across the nation. Your dreams aren't that far away. The difference between impossible and possible is just inches. Just a heartbeat, just a breath away. And sometimes this is what I say, the difference between impossible and possible is just an I am, just an I'm. And when you take out the I'm not qualified to do this. When you take out the I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not wealthy enough. I'm not educated enough. When you take the I'm out of impossible, there's nothing that's impossible. All things are possible.